election ballot. I hope you get out and vote either on the write-in ballot or going to the polls November 8th. I'm on the ballot for United States Senator. I'm an independent candidate. So I'd like to talk to you, a few minutes about why I'm running for political office. Now, what I'd like to point out to you is that most of you, when you get a paycheck, a lot of dollars are taken out, federal tax dollars, and these go to the IRS. And then the United States Congress votes to give your money away, your tax dollars away, to different entities, sometimes for research, design, and development, and sometimes as subsidies, which are just like outright grants to corporations. Now, for one example, which was in the news this summer, billions of your tax dollars were given to the microchip industry. Now, they may say, oh, they'll make a couple hundred jobs in one of the states, but many of the states have millions of people, and making a couple hundred jobs doesn't do anything for anybody else. So your tax dollars are taken out of your paycheck and given to the IRS. And then the US Congress votes to give billions of your tax dollars, for example, as subsidies to the microchip industry. And they make products. They make all kinds of products. They put their microchips in cell phones. They put their microchips in electric cars, in computers, in spy satellites. And then they sell the new products and the microchips worldwide for billions of dollars, sometimes trillions of dollars. Where is your share of the profits? Your tax dollars went to the microchip industry. Billions of your tax dollars went to the microchip industry. When they make enormous profits, where is your share of the profits? I'm running for United States Congress to go after your share of the profits. Let's talk about the pharmaceutical industry. Taxes disappear out of your paycheck. Those federal taxes just fly out of your paycheck and go to the IRS. And then the United States Congress votes to give your tax dollars to the NIH, the National Institute of Health. And then they use your money, they hand it out for research, design, and development. Now, under the Bayh-Dole Act of 1980, the lead researcher can claim the patent. What's wrong with that? Before 1980, the patent law was work made for hire. So whoever paid for the research, design, and development owned the patent, and the patent is the rights to the new inventions, the new discoveries, the new pharmaceutical drugs, the new vaccines, the new medical devices. So after 1980, when they passed the Bayh-Dole Act, the patent was given over to the lead researcher, even though we, the taxpayers, paid for the research, design, and development. Does that sound fair? No. And then the lead researcher, in some cases, starts his or her own pharmaceutical corporation, or they go into business with an existing pharmaceutical corporation, and they sell the new prescription drugs and the new vaccines and the new medical devices worldwide for billions and sometimes trillions of dollars in profits. Where's our share? I want to go down to Washington, D.C. and get our share of the profits. Here's another one, the Pentagon. Taxes are taken out of your paycheck, federal taxes, they go to the IRS. And then the United States Congress votes to give literally billions of tax dollars to the Pentagon. The Pentagon hands them out for research, design, and development, and then the products that are invented get handed over to the defense corporations who sell them worldwide. They sell new guns, they sell new cannons, new bullets, they sell new jets, they sell new drones, they sell new spy satellites, all kinds of things. And they make well, they literally make around $1 trillion in profits. It's unbelievable what the defense corporations make. But they made their profits using our tax dollars. Where is our share of the profits? I want to go down to Washington, D.C. and get our share of the profits. Oh, what's another one? Another industry? Well, there's all kinds of industries that are getting our federal tax dollars. And they're called subsidies a lot of the time. They're either called research, design, and development, or they're called out and out subsidies. Either way, it's our money out of our paychecks that goes to the IRS, and then the US Congress votes to give out billions of our tax dollars. And we don't get anything in return. That's wrong. I call it modern day slavery. What's been going on since 1980, I call modern day slavery. Because if you bought shares of stock in any one of these corporations, you would get quarterly dividends. You would get a check every few months for your share of the profits. But when the US Congress just votes to give away our tax dollars, we don't get a share of the profits. And that's wrong. I call that modern day slavery. Okay, so what are we going to do with our share of the profits when we get them? Okay, we need the money for health care. We need the money for dental care. We need the money for veterans' health care. When you sign up to join the US military, and on day one, you're agreeing to put your life at risk, you should be getting health care benefits for the rest of your life, not depending on whether or not you serve 10 years or whether or not you serve 20 years. From day one, you're putting your life at risk. You should be getting health care benefits the rest of your life. That should be the deal. Okay, so we need more money for federally subsidized housing. We have too many homeless people. We need the federally subsidized housing usually goes to people with disabilities and senior citizens. We need a different program for people who are healthy but homeless, because the state of Vermont could just buy strips of land and put trailers on them, and that would be more cost effective and a lot less expensive than units of federally subsidized housing. The units of federally subsidized housing can cost anywhere from $150,000 to $250,000 per apartment. It's incredibly expensive. But trailers are a lot less expensive. The state of Vermont could do that if we had some money, if we had our share of the profits from these corporations. We need more food stamp dollars. The price of food has gone sky high. We need money to give to people to start small farms. We need a lot more small farms, because when we're buying food and it's coming from out of state, from many states away, as far as Arizona or California, then it has to be transported. And that raises global warming, because the trains or the trucks are using diesel or gas or whatever to transport the food products. That raises global warming. We need to put a stop to it and get all our food here in Vermont as much as possible. So we need our share of corporate profits to start more new small farms in Vermont. Now, there's another issue. It's kind of creepy. The issue of polio has come up in the news this past summer. Hopefully it'll go away. Okay, so polio came up in the news. And what is polio? It's a disease that causes paralysis. There is no cure. It can be transmitted in feces. We have a problem, or we have a potential problem. We've got to nip it in the bud and stop the potential problem. All around Lake Champlain, there are a few dozen treated sewage plants. So treated sewage gets treated and gets dumped into Lake Champlain, from which 1/3 of Vermonters draw their drinking water. Okay, well, if the treatment for the treated sewage could treat polio, we would know that by now, but I don't think it does. So we have to get infrastructure money. We need our share of profits from the corporations for infrastructure money because we've got to reroute that treated sewage somewhere else. Lake Champlain is the drinking water for 1/3 of Vermonters. We must get the money to reroute the treated sewage somewhere else. So these are just a few of the ideas I have, and I think I'm a good candidate. I'd like you to think about me, as a potential candidate, compare me to other candidates, and then get out there and vote. Go to the polls on November 8th or do your write-in ballots. And good luck and God bless you. I hope the best candidate wins. I'm Cris Erison, and I am on the ballot for United States Senator. God bless you all, and God bless America.